Good morning. What's up? Just chilling here in DC. Yesterday I was watching this podcast by E.T. the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas, and they got into a discussion about consumer versus a producer. And how most people are consumers. And while I'd heard that concept before and I align with it or understand it in terms of people consuming TV and food and all of those things we typically understand as consuming, but they started talking about it in a different way in terms of working with people and how a lot of people that they try to work with are consumers and the best people are producers. And one gentleman was talking about how he was writing a children's story and he was looking for illustrators, and he paid this illustrator all this money, and he basically just made the characters with the same look on their face and changed the background. And so I was really thinking about that difference between a consumer and a producer, and I do see it a lot in terms of people doing the bare minimum just to get the money, because it's about consuming the money and not about producing a product. Because if that illustrator was focused on producing the best quality work ever, he probably would have put a little more heart and depth into what he was drawing for the children. And if his focus was on how do I make a product for these children, it would have been a lot better product. And additionally, he probably would have made more money in the end anyway, because he would have had the respect that he needed for further books. Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why I don't do solo trumpet gigs as much. I usually turn them down, right, like when people ask me to play trumpet with their band or whatever, and I just usually feel like I'm just doing it for the money. It usually doesn't, to me, feel like production, because part of what I do is about creation, and I like composing, and I want to do a little more, and I want to say a little more than if I just were to plop down in somebody else's band and just do whatever sound they want, and do what they tell me to do. And furthermore, if you see everything I do and all you gather from it is I can get this girl to play trumpet for me, I don't know how much you're really seeing of what I'm trying to get across. And yeah, so I just wanted to mention this and see what other people thought about it. And it just got me thinking a little more in depth about whether I'm producing or consuming. Am I just producing things so I can consume other people's money or attention or likes? Or am I producing something that I believe actually will help and actually will make the world a better place? And if you've been following my Instagram, that's very much part of my focus as of late. And yeah, consumer or producer? What do you think about it? Peace.